Hello everyone and welcome to the Covey channel. Now this week we're going to have a continuation of the 7 Habits series and we are now down to habit number 5. But before we get into that, if you are new to this channel, welcome and thank you so much for considering watching this video. And if you are a repeat viewer, thank you for continuously supporting this channel. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you will be updated with the latest videos that we will be sharing. Let's go ahead and start our discussion. Now let's go ahead and do a quick recap first of what we have covered last time. Now the last habit, which is habit number 4, is think win-win. So it only means that whenever you are having a discussion with someone and you're trying to get into an agreement with them, you always have to genuinely think and find that mutual benefits for both of you. Now, how will you be able to realize or get that win-win situation? Now, that will be through the next habit, habit number 5, which is seek first to understand, then to be understood. It is said that there are 4 major forms of communication that people use every day, and that would be reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Which of these 4 do you use the most? And which of these 4 do you use the least? Now, depending on your preference and your personality, you may be using the first 3 forms of communication most of the time. And I think everybody could agree that the least that we use is the last one, which is listening. Do you agree? Well, maybe some of you guys may say, I know how to listen. I know how to do that. Do we exactly know how to listen? When was the last time that you actually listened? In this chapter, what I specifically want to share with you guys is the 5 levels of listening. Because I believe that this is something that we probably would know already, but we would just ignore. Now, this is important because knowing your level of listening will help you improve your listening skills. So let's talk about the first level. The first level would be ignoring. Ignoring is not listening at all. Well, at the very least, it is considered as a level of listening because there is still that physiological thing going on, meaning the words are still passing through your ears. But is there an intent to understand? Or is there even understanding there? No, there is not. And so, if you are that type of person who just tends to ignore, then do not expect that your communication with other people will be as effective. The second level of listening is pretending. So when we say pretending, these would be the moments wherein you would be responding through verbal nods. And there is really no understanding at all as to what your conversation partner is saying. You just simply respond with verbal nods because probably you don't want to offend the person that you are talking with, right? Or you would want to show them that you are listening. But there is really no listening that's going on because there is no understanding. Is that going to make your communication effective? Now let's move on to the third level, which is selective listening. In selective listening, though there may be a little understanding, it's still not enough to gain that trust and confidence from your conversation partner. You might be able to respond with sense, you might be able to somehow connect to your conversation partner, But is there true understanding? Let's talk about the fourth level of listening, and that is attentive listening. Now, you may think that attentive listening is the best level or the highest level of listening because it says attentive, meaning you have your attention, right, to your conversation partner. But when we say attentive listening, that only means that you are focusing your energy on the words of your conversation partner, meaning you're only focusing on the logic side of it. If attentive listening is not the highest level of listening, what is? Now, the highest and the best form of listening would be what we call the empathic listening. How do we do empathic listening? Let me give you an example. Let's say your friend confides in you and your friend is telling you about your problem. What is your initial reaction? Probably you're gonna say, of course I'm listening. Right? Okay, but when you do, are you that type of listener that would listen and prepare to talk? Are you that type of listener that would listen and filter through the words and would somehow mirror your own experience with them and then provide an advice after that? Because you see that their concern is similar to yours, so whatever you did on your end, you think that it will work for them too. Is that how you are? That is not empathic listening. Empathic listening is allowing your conversation partner to really express, and what you do would be to just try to be open and avoid that filtering in your brain. Empathic listening is seeing their problems through their eyes and not through yours. Empathic listening is more than just mimicking what they said, and it's more than just rephrasing what they said. It's more than just seeing the feeling with what they said. Now, how would empathic listening be helpful to us? Now, whether we admit it or not, we human beings, though we say that we are independent, we just have to admit that we live in a world of interdependence. As the saying goes, no man is an island. And it is true, right? Even if someone says that I am an independent type of person, I don't need anyone, it isn't true. Because there will be moments in your life wherein you will be asking help from anybody. It could be little things, but that is still interdependence, right? Now, for someone to be able to carry out that interdependence, someone must have trust in you and you in them. And if the person you are trying to deal with is sensing that you are just pretending and you do not genuinely care for them and understand them, do you think they will trust you? Now that we know the benefits of empathic listening and how it can help us gain that win-win situation or mutual benefits with other people, let's go ahead and start practicing that. Let's do this together, guys. So the next time someone will be talking with you in any form, allow them to share their thoughts first. Listen intently for the words. Do not filter, do not evaluate, do not diagnose and give an advice based on your own experiences. Just allow them to share first and then rephrase if you are understanding what they are saying, and at the same time identify and acknowledge their emotions. And you'll be surprised that as you do that, as you listen more, you will learn more and you'd be able to communicate more effectively with this person. And that would lead to a more open communication. And as you do that more often, there's going to be trust built. I hope that you learned something today, and I encourage you guys to practice empathic listening. Give it a shot. It's going to be an investment for ourselves, and it's going to eventually help us build healthy relationships with others and maintain that strong interdependence. Okay? So thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!